Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 New Orders America. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, the race is officially on. It is Bennett versus RFK. Currently, we're looking at 108 to 194. I don't know if we have like a good prediction on this quite yet, but like we're winning California, we're winning Illinois, we're winning New York, Pennsylvania is a toss-up. Like all the big swing states currently are tossed up. Like what do the RDC even have, right? Like what do they have that's important? Virginia? I mean, Virginia's got 12. Is that their biggest state? And they have Alabama worth 11. But yeah, it's like they have nothing. They got nothing going on. Now, the South, I wouldn't be surprised if they go for the RDC. Because again, Bennett is the Republican candidate. RFK, of course, is the progressive. But I have a feeling we're going to win northern states at the cost of the southern states. And that should benefit us in the long run. Aside from that, we're doing very, very well down here in South Africa. And I've made sure to properly restart my computer before starting this recording so the game runs a little bit better. I should maybe I need to like buy a new hard drive. I don't know. I don't know what the issue would be. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Let's get Excavation 3. Sounds wonderful to me. Yeah, so you're going to be moving your way up north. How long until this guy actually capitulates? Because you are currently at 48. You capitulate 25. So, I mean, honestly, that is actually still a bit of time. See if we can maybe have you guys counter here. Are you guys going to Rudu? We'll put a little bit of pressure on you. You come over here to help counter. And you guys just strategically redeploy as quickly as you possibly can. Thank you. TAFAMA's new framework. In a great banquet hall that housed Madagascar's Constitutional Convention, delegates paced and murmured, schemed and horse-traded, shouted and argued over the future direction of the country. The hall was abuzz with the nervous energy of a once colonized people debating their newly won destinies. It is TAFAMA that won today. Their delegates argued that the clauses had won their vote to amend the articles in what would ultimately be their constitution. The sovereign Malagasy people began convinced of the necessity of Malagasy society to recover its originality, its authenticity, and its Malagasy character. It went on and is a declaration of sovereign rule. It is a nationalist constitution, a proclamation of society which eschewed the colonial roots in favor of uniquely Malagasy character. Now, that is the Japanese-aligned one. Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, we knew this was going to happen, unfortunately. They'll become more isolationist. We technically have lost. This will be a controversy that will impact the RDC for 4 weeks. Impact coalition by -20. So basically, we have lost Madagascar. But we knew that was going to happen. Because we failed the Madagascar events. And people have been saying in the comments, and this is something I do agree with, we've been putting our hand in too many pots. The one reason that we skimmed by the skin of our teeth, we were able to defeat, or we were able to win in Britain, was just by pure chance. I'm trying to do too many things in too many places. So, given that, I think we're just abandoning Haiti to the communists to secure our position in both the Philippines and in South Africa. I think that just makes more sense. If we're going to spend our political power, it should be on that. And then on top of that, how is the home front doing? It's looking beautiful. And intelligence, we have anything else new here? Pro-American sentiment. How are people doing? Contested influence. Military somewhat disloyal. Let's increase Brazilian military loyalty. We're not conducting any special missions. Okay, this is going to diminish the support of the NPP, which is not what we want to do, obviously. We want to make the NPP as powerful as we possibly can, and so we're not going to do any of those. I think that is reasonable. Okay, so we're going to delete this. That is not a real line. You're doing somewhat okay, because you're trying to make your way up north. And then you're going to Malangi, which I don't think that's how you say that, but that's how I will pronounce it. Now, what would be best for us is if we can win the South African War after the election, right? If we can win, put you here for support. If we can win, you move your way up here. If we can win after the election, so the RDC does not get a big boost in propaganda, that probably would be the best for us. Putting some pressure on you. Tanks would come up here. You will assist immediately when oh no, you're going this way. No, I want you going up. Thank you. And then I'm assuming, like, yeah, one of you will probably end up walking into this territory. That should be fine. We'll be able to free our APC in due time. Okay, lightning warfare. Home by Christmas. And what we want to do is we want to... Nixon deeply unpopular. We're going to try to rehabilitate Nixon's image so that everybody hates me even more. Lightning warfare. The war against the fascist menace is of critical importance, declared President McCormack to the assembled reporters. But so too are the lives of our men. We want nothing more than to bring our boys back home to be with their families again, and that is why we're making efforts to bring this escapade to a swift conclusion as we possibly can. The conference was long and grueling. Wild claims were made regarding the war. McCormack promised swift offenses, influx in support equipment, various dates in which the Boulderhanch and Lunda would surely be in American hands, and many other bold suggestions. Reporters asked tough questions. How would this affect the economy? Could the soldiers hope to cross such vast distances in such a short time? How will such an offensive affect the well-being of our men? The claims flowed freely, and the questions came back even firmer, for what seemed like hours. Afterward, McCormack found himself only able to hope that his words would sway the public back. A quick end to the war would not only free the coalition from the indignity of having declared it, but also allow them to bask in the great victory over fascism that would arise from it. This, of course, rested on whether or not he and the armed forces could pull off such a victory. So we want Luanda, which is right here. And the other city they're talking about is Boulderstadt. I mean, we're close to both. Like, Luanda, I think, will definitely fall in October. I think basically, like, no matter what. Because you're only, like, 2 provinces away. And you haven't really run into any actual opposition. I want you to move into this province. We're taking Rundi now as well. Are you going to the city? No, okay. You will be there. I mean, it's going to take you a while because you have low supply. 18 hours, actually. Never mind. I was going to say you had low supplies. Never mind. You're actually popping off. Operation did success. We've kind of stabilized the Brazil's military situation at least a little bit. And you know what? I also want to... Oh, sabotage German politics? Absolutely. Fuck the Germans. Sabotage the hell out of those guys. I mean, things are looking really good. Also, the game's actually going at a reasonable pace. Okay, we do see some German motorized divisions over here, but again, that's not a big deal. We have taken Luanda, which is, I mean, that's a city that we said in the reports that we would take, and by God, have we done it? They're at 28%. If we take, I think, like one more city. Hey, solid MPP campaign. So let's follow that up with a campaign in the Great Lakes. I don't know if this is I think this is the Midwest, but don't quote me on that. The Indian National Congress is split. Following the collapse of VK Krishna's Menam's government and early retirement of Subhas Chandra Bose, the internal Congress opposition growing movement. Okay, that's fine. I'm not too concerned with that. Okay, my unit did get pushed back a little bit, which is very rude. Actually, I might need you to last stand for a brief moment. Respectful campaign. Put some pressure on you. Get our organization back. Because you're worth 10. You're worth 10. They're so close. They're exactly at 25. So if we can... When will you be here? 1 day, 0 hours. You will be there. As soon as we can take this province, we will be there. So if we can hold until midnight, ladies and gentlemen, the West Africans, or the Southwest Africans, I should say, will completely collapse. Okay, let's send a spy to... Spy on Leopoldville for now. Research lot, let's go for... Well, it's 64 right now. It's almost 65. So, you know what? Anti-Tank 2 seems like a decent choice. South, there we go. Rise combat threat South Africa has been defeated. Wait, do they exist anymore? Okay, yes, they do. But you are now no longer actually encircled. And that should... Did I get rid of all of your units? Yeah, you're down to 0 now, man. You're down to nothing at all. Now, our units are quite poorly supplied, one would say. And one should say that it's just an objective fact that they're not in the best position they otherwise could be. So now that Southwest Africa's collapsed, I think we want to then focus on taking Ostafrika next. So let's delete all of our divisions. Or not delete our divisions. Let's delete their plans. We're going to ship you now. The Black League has unified West Serbia, or Siberia, which is like not great because I'm pretty sure they're the ones that want to nuke everybody, but we'll worry about that maybe at another time. We will be home by Christmas. I mean, the offensive is going really, really well. Presidential election currently is looking at 140 to 113. I think we maybe have lost a seat. I'm not too sure. I think maybe we got a little bit less in the south. It's going to be a close race. I'm hoping we can win for the NPP. But again, like if we end up failing, don't die. Okay, thank you. If it ends up being that Bennett wins the election, like that's just, it is what it is. And again, that's the reason we didn't even choose the LBJ, because I wanted, because I wanted no matter what, we'd have a different president than when we first played this X amount of years ago. A question for President McCormack. Good evening, my fellow Americans. As part of my goal to bring transparency, openness, and honesty back to the highest office of the land, I'm addressing you tonight from the White House to respond to your concerns and questions. It should be the duty of every president from here on, elected by popular mandate or thrust of the office thanks to fate, to make it a custom to have direct and honest conversations with the citizens of the United States to the fullest extent that is possible without endangering national security. To this end, I was buying the several letters that has been addressed to the White House in the past few weeks, each one being an example of hundreds of letters, messages, and telegrams that are received here every day. The first letter I will address is from Terrace M. of Dearborn, Michigan, who writes, as many have, regarding the former president. As a proud Republican, I voted straight RDC ticket in 1960. Yet it seems unreal that Richard Nixon, who I thought was a smart and effective leader, undermined everything he did by underhanding dealings and corruption, including ties with the many officials who are now on trial. How do you justify such a thing, and how could I vote for the Republicans in 1964? Well, Terrace, I speak for myself and hope for the entire Republican Democratic coalition when I say, okay, so this is going to be support, or it'll be controversy. I mean, again, we'll probably take the controversy. While tragedy, there are many issues at home and another tyranny that we must fight first. I'm a little ashamed that you are pro-Japanese, but again, there's nothing really we can do about that. Operation successful. We have meddled with German affairs a little bit. I then want to stabilize Iberia, because I think Iberia will be an ally for us going into the future. Okay. We're looking at 134 to 164. It's going to be close. We've actually lost New York. Okay, that's why we've kind of lost some support here. Polling result, I mean, it's still... It could still be us, but, you know, this is... I'm assuming the red is the margin of error. So it's leaning us, but it's not 100%. Pennsylvania will probably lose. Maryland, we're going to lose. Florida. I mean, we've won Texas. So that's good. We still have California. Like, we're still doing okay. By the way, how is the actual Senate looking? We're still looking at a majority, baby. We're still looking at a majority. We love to see it. Can I just say the game's going... it's going so much faster now that I restarted things. That's so funny. Also, the Soviet Union's declared war on Poland. Or Soviet Ukraine's declared war on Poland. Like, Ukraine is going to get completely destroyed by Germany, right? Like, that is just an inevitability. Also, wait. Hey, do you guys not have any troops on this border? In all of Ostafrika? Have you not deployed anybody? The Olympic Games have come to an end. Wait, was I in there? Oh, yeah, look at 46 gold medals. Let's go. USA! USA! Okay. So let's take a look. I want to look at South African War again. Ostafrika, currently they're at 84. They capitulated at 81. So they will collapse a little bit sooner. A lot of our units are just kind of dog shit, huh? Okay, passing the torch. The election is going to be... When is it? Does it actually say in here when the election is? 125 to 97. It's a lot of swing states. Hey, dude, does anybody know when the election is? When was the 1964 election? I know it was like November. But November what? Okay, go to Salisbury. We have a Beria over here. Peridorf. I mean, I don't see any enemy forces. I don't see a single German troop anywhere near us. We can recruit a new agent. We need new research. Let's go for hollow coins. Again, I don't know which one we're going to need, so just taking any of them should be okay. Why would I send military equipment to West Serbia? What about Central Siberia? We haven't actually looked at them. Central Siberia, they are a paternalist nation, but I prefer them over the West Siberians. Let's just put it that way. So let's send a warship into them. Invest in Novosibirsk. Distance Novosibirsk from the sphere. Novosibirsk. It's not you. Are you Novosibirsk? I don't know which one they are. You know what? Wait, can I just do the search? Novosibirsk. Is that okay, it is Central Siberian. I want to get them on side. I want at least one ally in Russia. This is them from the sphere. I would like to align them with the OFN. Please do not send any guns or money to West Siberia. That would just it would just simply be a mistake, and I don't want to invite that into my world. If we could avoid that, that'd be excellent. Okay. I don't know if they have any units. It's the economy, damn it. More than anything else, Americans vote with their pocketbooks. Presidents and parties that oversee times of plenty are more likely to earn the favor of voters than those who have seen times of want. It is imperative, therefore, to ensure the prosperous economy, lest voters ensure the incumbent candidate finds himself exiled to the wilderness. Luckily for us, our economic performance in the past few quarters has surpassed expectations, and even naysayers and skeptics have quieted themselves in recent weeks in the face of economic prosperity. A boon not only to the president's approval, but also our odds of electoral success as America heads to the polls. Did we actually complete this? No, I mean, the debt's lower, but the GDP is not where they want it to be. By the way, how are you guys? I mean, everything's looking good. People trust the government a stupid amount. More command power. Is there actually anything we can do? If you can't tell, I'm kind of delaying so that the election will be next episode, so that I can make this episode a different pot, kind of. Did that make any sense? Different pot? What the fuck am I talking about? Okay, so let's spend some money in here. I probably should have done that a little bit earlier. Okay, South Africa we don't care about. Prussian government Operation Garden is against Ostafrika, and that's who I care about. That's going to give us more speed. Okay. Because what do we have right now? We have Operation... I don't even remember, actually. What operation are we doing? None. Oh, you know why? It's probably because the other guy capitulated, maybe. So you know what? Let's do Operation Garden for now. 30 command power, 50 political power. It's an expensive investment, but faster units and the attack bonus against Ostafrika, who is currently our main kind of adversary at the moment, makes 5 to 16 divisions is so bad. And like, look how many, look at the amount of units. South Africa currently is 29 to 51. South Africa at this point could probably solo, but when you include Brazilian troops, Iberian troops, American, Canadian, New Zealand, Australian, South Africa is just looking, it's looking beautiful. That is a beautiful South Africa right there if I've ever seen one. But I will say that at least for right now, this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. With the collapse of Southwest Africa, I think that's a big, big goal for us. And tune in next time. Tune in tomorrow for the election of 1964. See who will become the ex president of the United States. I don't know which one it was in 1964. Well, we're at what, 45, and 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35th? I mean, I guess there's actually been a couple of, there was like 4 presidents in like a year, so 36 maybe? Anyways, see you tomorrow. Have a good day, and goodbye.